I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided.
All right. We have a caller. Hello?
Hello, CP.
Hey, my friend, how
Good
are you?
day. Yeah, I'm good. And you?
I am astonished.
Mm. Yeah, this is Kazim on the line. I
Yeah,
called
yeah,
you.
I saw your message. You said, look like you agree with me finally, huh?
Yeah, like because when I got to mosque, I asked one of the sheikhs that I want them to talk to one Christian guy. He said, no, 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 I shouldn't talk to those guys. That it was Allah that misled them. I shouldn't talk to those
He said
guys.
what? He said what?
It is Allah that misled them, like
Ah,
they
Allah misleaded
misguided
us.
them.
Yeah. But you know,
That
Kazim, I want to go back with you. When you text me first time, and I'm showing your text now, if you don't mind, in Skype, you said to me, you are lying about the Holy Prophet. May Allah guide you. Do you remember your
uh,
text?
yeah. I remember that I
Okay.
sent you
Why you said that to me?
because most people they just stay on YouTube and they start lying to people and start saying even though you even some people when they never meet you before you guys have never met, they start saying bad things about you, you know.
Mhm.
So
But what? No problem. But I mean, when you were watching my videos, didn't you see I show reference?
no, although I've not really watched tons of your videos, I only watch one two videos, but the video was just like an argument, like you're arguing with somebody, so it's not like a clear.
Mm.
It's not like I've known Christian Prince for a long time,
So
or
I
it's
want
just
to ask you now, as long you agree with me, do you think Allah guided you to believe Islam is false?
no. The thing, what I'm thinking now is that I'm not even thinking about. I believe all religion is calm. That's what I just think.
Okay, so now you
Because
agree. But first of all, so do you agree that Islam is a fraud?
Muhammad is a fraud. Is a
Hmm.
fraud. Because how can, like, the benefit number 10 that I read about, that if Muhammad sets his eyes on any woman,
Hmm.
married or no married, the husband must divorce
Must
the
divorce her,
lady.
right? But this is nice, actually, because you know
So
what?
what does that have to help the religion?
Oh
How
no,
is
no.
that
I
helping
will
the
tell you how it
religion?
helped. That will make the prophet eyes more strong because a woman she walk by, he look at her ass, and he's showing you that the prophet he have a radar. He is observant. He is sent by Allah. So he see a woman he like her ass, and then her husband he have to divorce her.
No, because if you what I started looking at is that, you see, did Musa behave like that? Or
No,
the earliest prophet, did he behave that way?
yeah,
No,
but
those are you
yeah,
need sometimes you need to check facts, you know.
yeah, but
And
but you see, didn't you notice that the women, like when the Muslims speak about the Prophet, he like a woman. He if his eyes fall on her, which means he like her, her husband have to divorce her. Didn't you notice that not a Muslim is bothered and angry from this?
well, I'm not well. See, I like I don't even know what to say, but even this I'm hearing for the first time. We never heard any because yeah, well, in Nigeria we don't call most of the Islamic teachers, we don't call them sheikhs, we call them mustas, or we call them alfas.
Mhm.
So those guys, they just keep on, and they don't even like you to ask them questions because they said according to the Quran you're not supposed to ask questions. You're not supposed to question the revelations. So if you're asking too much questions, they get very, very angry with you.
But don't you agree that if the Prophet, like let us say, he is walking on down street and he saw a woman, she have a nice ass. So he said to himself, okay, you know what? I mean, I'm a prophet of Allah and I have a privilege. It's called the ass privilege. So Allah, he wanted to make Muhammad happy. So he start receiving ass privilege. I mean, why it doesn't make sense?
That is not a prophet will not behave that way. That is a gang leader. It's not a prophet. It's a gang leader. And you see, as I'm saying all this is very, very hard for me because you see, Ramadan is starting very soon, and you see, like even I don't know what, like you are saying it in a funny way, but to me it's not funny. Like I oh, in fact I don't just keep saying what you want to say because I don't know what to say.
Well, I advise you to take camel urine 3 times a day, so your memory will be more refreshed. But when you say that you notice about the privilege I spoke about, the prophet, if he like a woman has her husband have to take her, you will notice that the husband he don't mind. Do you see how much love? I mean, the prophet he can take any woman from her husband, and the husband he will be honored. He's honored. Even her kids will be honored that the prophet is going to do boom boom to their mother. So, my friend, you get it in a wrong way. I mean, who in the world will not be honored that the prophet decide to like his mom or his wife, and not even a single Muslim ask himself, what kind of a pervert prophet I have?
Let me tell you one thing. Like you see, it in Nigeria is not a small country. We have over 115 million Muslims.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, you see what I'm telling you now. Like it's not even almost everybody that have a little bit of knowledge. Like some people, when you start telling them that, some people never read their hadith before because
yeah.
we were just taught to memorize the Quran. And see, CP, you know how this, I'm very, very emotional right now because you see, my childhood, I know what I went through to learn this Quran. I know how many times I got abused by my affairs, got beaten just because I was unable to memorize the Quran.
Yeah.
I know how I was being beaten. Like I don't know if it's like that in all countries, but in Nigeria you get beaten
Yeah,
to
they do. They
memorize
do.
Quran.
This is especially when you are young.
I got beaten several times that so many times I don't even go to madrasat. I don't even go. Like so many times. Even if I even get home, my parents they beat me up just because I was unable to memorize this. And this I was talking about when I was 9 years old, 8 years old, to 11 years old. We got beat. And there's no Nigerian. Every Muslim in Nigeria will testify to this. Learning the Quran is not something you just learn naturally. You get beaten, you get abused by their fathers and everything. And this is very, very, very tough, even though we don't even know the meaning.
Yeah. Well, this is what we do here, my friend. This is why, uh, we are sharing with the Muslims around the world. We don't hate Muslims. Actually, we're trying to save them. And here we go. You are a person who called me a liar. Just what you called me last time in March 12, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
called
March
you.
12. I'm looking. Actually, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. So March 12, you call. You text me. You said you are lying, and
No,
now
the thing,
a
what
week
I just
after,
see,
you
sorry
changed.
to call you, sorry to call you up. What I'm just trying to say is that you can do it in a nice way, right? It's not like insulting, because insulting will not even make people pay attention. Like what I know now, most Nigerians don't know this, right?
Yeah, but don't you notice that if you are not, the second you say the truth, you are insulting.
And I know, but the way you do it, like you're aggressive, like
But as
oh
you
this,
see,
that, that, that,
here we
that,
go. I am aggressive with you, but you left Islam. It's
But
war.
how many times have you seen Muslim insulting Jesus
This is not about
Christ or
insult.
something?
If
Like,
he is
see,
bad, insult him. This is your business. But I'm not insulting. If the truth is, I'm saying just the truth. So the truth is insulting. Muhammad is a stupid. Muhammad is a pervert. Muhammad is a thief. Muhammad is a criminal. So what I should say? Should say he's a nice guy. The whole point then is gone, because the whole point is to show you that Muhammad is a very, very bad person. So if I am going to be sugarcoating what you already, since you are a kid, they are sugarcoating this prophet. He is amazing, the best man in the world.
and the funniest part. Shall I tell you something?
Okay.
You see, the funniest part is that my wife, right? She was a Christian. I
Hmm.
was the one who converted her to Islam. Even
Okay.
give her an Islamic name. That oh, I'm not gonna marry you if you don't. So now I don't. This is so heavy for me to even tell her that I'm not even confident because she's even preparing for Ramadan already. Huh.
Well, just tell her the
So
truth, and she will
this,
let her leave this cult. Because now you are You might even cause harm to your family if your kids become Muslim too, because you don't want them to be following false cult, which is a sexual cult, obviously violent, evil, teaching hatred, and it's against your humanity.
No wonder if you say one thing about the prophet, most especially in the northern part of Nigeria, I'm telling you, you're gonna be killed. You're gonna be killed
My
immediately. This
friend,
is
in
not
your
the
house, you can, do things in your house for the benefit of your house. I cannot advise you to say more, but this is what we are here doing. We can say here what they cannot say maybe in Nigeria. So a person like you can hear it and he will leave Islam. And I'm so happy to see tens of thousands of people who watch my videos left Islam. I don't know even how big the number is, but every day almost there is a person is texting me. Like now, I went online, you text me, saying that obviously you agree with me. So there is always people leaving Islam left and right, and we are able to say what you cannot say in Nigeria. So leave that job for me. However, start with your family, your kids, your wife, so they cannot be fooled in the future.
Yeah, my wife was not born a Muslim, right? Me, I was born Muslim, right? That's I don't even have choice to choose my religion at birth, right?
Yeah.
But she, just because I wanted to marry, and I told her that, you know what, you have to become a Muslim, and she did that for love. Now I don't even know how I'm gonna face this woman and start telling her all these stories, because as I'm telling you now, I don't even believe in any. I just believe religion is a scam, because we have our Nigeria have their own African spirituality before all this religion came. Now you just like, in fact, I don't know.
But if you think about it, Islam is just another cult, which help many people in their in staying stupid, because sometime a human being, he needs to stay stupid. He cannot be smart. Being a smart is going to hurt your feeling. So Islam is a very heavy drug, will keep a society which is not educated society in the drug mood. And this is why you will notice, like as an example, in Israel, Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization. The Israeli, they release the leader of Hamas. At that time, it was very small, tiny. They release him on purpose so Hamas can grow. Hamas mean ignorant, stupidity, and advanced people. And that will be very suitable for the Israeli. They don't want to have an enemy who is smart, educated, advanced. They want to have an enemy who is stupid. And Islam is a perfect religion to keep them down. And this is why you will see the Israeli, they always favor the existence of those organizations. As an example, Netanyahu, he was supporting the Muslim Brotherhood in Syria. How in the world he support the Muslim Brotherhood in Syria, but he is fighting the Muslim Brotherhood in Gaza? It doesn't make sense. But in the Muslim Brotherhood in Syria, they will destroy Syria. The Muslim Brotherhood in Gaza, they use them to divide the so-called Palestinian, so they will not be united ever. They will be killing each other. In the same time, they like divide and conquer. So they do it because they knew Islam is a very, very, very easy gadget to destroy any country. Self-destruction religion. You notice every Muslim country who is, the more close you are to Islam, the more savage the country is, and the more beyond. As an example, Egypt before Islam was a very huge civilization. Even when Alexander the Great came, he built Alexandria, and the biggest library in the world was there. Ibn Khaldun, he said that when the Muslim occupied those countries, he said that a Bedouin Muslim is willing to burn a library in order to cook food. So they start taking books and they burn it just to cook. And this is Ibn Khaldun, he's a Muslim, and the Muslim even they're proud about him. So you can go and read it, and you can search it right now online. So this is what Islam does. Islam is anti-intelligence. Islam is anti-advanced, and the only one who will be advanced in the future is the one who practice the fake version of Islam, like maybe Emirat, Like in Emirat, they have mosque in every corner, but in the TV in Sky News, they are having now a historian. He is from Syria. His name is Firas Sawa. I made a video about him. He said many things which is against the Quran, and not even a single Muslim opened his mouth. They are trying to kill Islam slowly. Like in Emirat now, they have nightclubs, women sleep, swim in the bikini, drinking, etc. But the second you bring Islam into the country, people will leave. Qatar, they have a lot of money, so their wealth is not really from being advanced. Their wealth is from the gas and the oil. So their wealth is staying as long as the oil is staying. The second you take the oil from them, they are going to be demolished. So the Prince of Qatar start bringing, like now they were fighting over the FIFA to bring the football game to Qatar. They bribe a lot of a bribe to bring them because they are trying to make Qatar survive in the future, because the gas will not be the only solution. They don't want it to be only solution. In Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, he demolished the Islamic police. Why? This guy is a new generation. He noticed that as long those people exist, this country will be doomed forever. If we practice Islam really as it is, when Saudi Arabia is going to have a future, never will have a future. So what he did, right away, he did everything against Islam. There's now theaters, there's movies, there's festivals, there's a movie award, there's singing awards, there is dancing, there's nightclubs, there is he's opening a project now for tourism. Women, they can drive, women, they don't need to put their hijab. So everything Saudi Arabia have since 1400 years ago, which kept the Saudi way from any civilization, down in the Bedouin mood. Now they are trying to change it by getting rid of Islam. So even the Muslim, they notice that Islam is a problem. The second you bring Islam to any country, the country will be destructed and destroyed. Afghanistan used to be a great civilization before. Muslims came. They start even bombing even ancient buildings, ancient temples, which can even bring them a lot of income from tourism. So this religion, the Muslim Brotherhood, actually, when they won the election in Egypt, their plan is in less than 3 or 5 years, they will destroy all the ancient buildings of Egypt because it's haram. Haram. So the Prophet, he can sleep with your wife, and if his eyes fall on your wife, you have to divorce her. That is okay. But those buildings are haram. So Islam is a self-destruction cult, and anyone who is an enemy to any country would love to see Islam spread there, because this is the best way to self-destruction any country. You do not need even to go in war with them. Go and look at Pakistan. You know, go look in Lebanon. Go to the Christian area. Go to the Muslim area. It's like you move to a different country. Go to Israel. You go to the Muslim area. You go to the Jewish area. It's like you are in a different galaxy. What a different. I mean, what a difference. And they are getting a lot of money support even from United Nations, but still their street is dirty. They don't have jobs. They keep having babies. The street is full of kids. There is no education. You know, so Islam is the best way to control your enemy. You destroy your enemy. You demolish your enemy by having Islam in the spot. Islam is like a cancer. There is somebody, he is strong, somebody is healthy. You throw cancer at him, and give him time, and then he will collapse. This is how I see Islam, my friend. Anyway, I'm happy for you that you decide to leave Islam. For me, I would like to invite you to believe and to accept Christ as your Savior, but I cannot encourage you unless you have, feeling
CP,
to understand.
I appreciate all what you're doing. But you see, the thing is that I'm not gonna rush into any religion for now.
All right.
Because as I am now, if I can read about it, if I like it, no problem. But for now, I don't think it's a good idea to jump into something else that I don't
No, I
understand.
don't want you to jump, my friend. I don't want you to jump. And
So
you see, we are not the same as the Muhammadan. Or say Shahada and that's it. You have to believe, and you have to know what you believe in before you believe. The Muhammadan, because they collect anything. It's like somebody going, you know, like you see a piece of paper there, anything in their way, they take it. A pimp, he convert to Islam, they are proud about him. A pimp, he convert to Christianity unless he repent and give all the money he gave from that business, he is no Christian. So we are totally different. Christianity is an individual faith,
But
relation with
can I
God.
ask you something?
Sure.
Most of our sheikhs, they used to tell us at the masjid that oh, those Christians, don't listen to them, and you see their books have been corrupted, and those guys are liars. They are just bringing different books. Some books have 87, some have 77, some have 60 something.
Hmm.
They're just adding different things to it. They said, oh, don't listen to
Well,
those
this
guys.
is
They
their
have corrupted
stupidity
the book.
because, my friend, those numbers you are talking about, you see the word Bible, do you know what Bible mean?
What is it?
The book of books, there's many books, it's not one book. So there is some churches, they say we should put the books of tradition as part of the Bible. Some they say, no, we should not. That's all. Tradition books, or we don't have tradition books, which means the church father, the earliest a time, we add them or we don't add them. So both of them, they are right, because this is about Christianity too. And but still they are not God. They are people who wrote books from the early time. So those who would say to you their books is corrupted, actually they are stupid, because by saying that they are going giving a screwdriver to Allah. Isn't it Allah is the one who sent the Injil? According to the Quran, Allah, he sent only one book. It's called the Injil to the Christian, correct?
Yeah, and the Torah. I
Okay.
know
No,
about
to the
the
Christian
Torah.
now, to the Christian, because the Muslim, they say that Allah, he sent only one book to Isa, one by one. So according to the Quran, there's only one book. But the Quran confirm what is between the hand of the Christians in the time of Muhammad. And as you see, we have tons of verses in the Quran. So when a Muhammadan he say that the book of the Christians is corrupted, he is giving two fingers to Allah, one in his eyes and one in his bum. Why? Because first, if Allah he sent the Injil and then the Injil is corrupted, that's not my problem. That means Allah cannot preserve his book. But isn't it the Quran said that no one can corrupt the word of Allah? And is the Injil is the word of Allah? Yes. But the Muslim, they say, no, no, Allah, he meant the Quran by saying nobody can corrupt his words. But Allah did not even say the Quran. And say, secondly, if Allah, he decide only the Quran not to be corrupted, that means he decided to corrupt the Bible, because according to Muslims, everything happened by the will of Allah. So if somebody corrupted the Bible, that's mean by the will of Allah. So the simple question you ask to a Muhammadan when he say the Bible is corrupted, ask him by the will of Allah or against the will of Allah. In a second he will say to you by the will of Allah. So Allah is a complex of the corruption and he is the devil. Same time that contradicts what the Quran saying, that nobody can change the word of Allah, and this is contradict what the Quran saying in many places, that the Quran confirming even what is between their hands. So I say to those who say such a thing to you, they are ignorant, stupid, and they are copy paste like insect. You know, insect, all of them look the same. All of them look the same. You cannot even recognize which one is the fly.
But the book that the Allah sent down, the Torah and the Injil, was it like it was given to Isa, right? So is it that same copy they have, or
My friend, the second Allah he used the word Injil is proving to us that Muhammad is a stupid, ignorant. Because the word Injil, that means Allah is approving the Greek book of the Bible only, not a Hebrew, not Aramaic. And that means that Allah he think that Jesus is a Greek person, because isn't it the Quran says we never send a messenger except in the tongue of his people? Correct?
yeah?
Okay. So if Allah he sent a book to Jesus, and that book is Injil, that means this book is Greek.
Yeah.
That means Jesus is a Greek, because Allah will not send any messenger, never sent. And he said that in the time of Muhammad. We never send a messenger except by the tongue of his own people, which means he have to be, there's two conditions. He have to be from the people, and he have to give it in the language of his people. So according to the stupid Quran, Jesus was a Greek and he spoke a Greek and his book was called Injil. And now in Arabic, we are using the word Injil because simply we don't have a replacement for it because this is the name. So the stupid Muhammad, he took the word as it is. He forgot that this is not really what he should say, because if he is claiming that Jesus was sent to the Jew, then there is no way that his book is a Greek book. But because this is the popular name, Muhammad is fabricating words, claiming it's coming from Allah. There's no way, if Allah is God, will say, I sent down to Isa. Who is Isa? We do not know too. He sent down to Isa a book, it's called Injil. What Injil? Isn't he was sent to Israel? Why his book in the Greek? So here you will notice Allah confirming what is proving that Islam is stupid. And if Allah, he said, nobody can change the word of Allah, is that goes only for all one word of Allah or all the words of Allah? The Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah. So Muslims, when they say that, actually, they give us, me personally, if a sheikh now call me, and I ask you to invite sheikh to call me, but you said you refuse. If he said that to me, he will give me a bullet to demolish Islam, not a bullet, a missile to destroy it, because he is speaking against his religion. They are ignorant, they do not know what they are saying, and that's why we laugh at them. Anyway, my friend,
I just wish everybody's eyes open.
Yeah, I'm happy that you decide to leave Islam, and I will be happy to hear from you soon if you like to know about Christianity.
So even if somebody, if I want to read, where should, because I know they said the Bible have two parts, one old and one new, or I don't. So like, if you want, what is it about those books? So even if I want to read, what should
What
I
do you mean
read?
old and new? I'm not.
Let's
The
say
old,
they
I mean
have
Old
old
Testament.
book.
Old Testament is before Christ. New Testament is after Christ. That's simple. So Old Testament is like, the Torah, etc. So you read those books if you want to know about the Jews, their history with God, what they did, the bad things, the good things. So like as an example, there's a book, it's called the Book of Kings, and this is a book speak about kings and what they did, the evil and the good and the bad. It's a book of history. It's not really God, writing history. It is the Jews themselves writing in their own history and what those people, what happened to them during the time of ruling. So the Bible is a book of books. It's the book where people say things, God say things, and people do things, good and bad. So you can say the Old Testament is the documentary of the life of man with God.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
Okay. Well,
So if
thank
I
you very
want to
much
read
for
books,
calling,
what should I
and
read?
I will see if I can take any other Muslim. I see some
Alright.
Muslims saying they want to call me. I will see if this is true. All right, Qasim.
Alright.
Happy for you, my friend, that you left Islam. All right, take care, and be sure that your wife left Islam too.
Alright.
And now enjoy the expensive food in Ramadan, because Muslims they eat more in Ramadan, not less.
Alright. Thank
All
you.
right, take care. In Ramadan, there's a Muslim. He was keep saying in the text he want to call me, but now I'm looking. There's nobody text me. What a potato. In Ramadan, the Muslim they claim that they are going to fast. But if you go and check every country in the world where Muslims live, you will find the price of food go crazy. Do you know why it go crazy? Because they eat more in the month of fasting. I mean, how you are fasting and you are eating more? Huh? So even their fasting is not a fasting, it's a lie. Because if nobody go and drive a car, the price of gas will drop, because nobody buying gas. But in the month of Ramadan, the beef, the sheep, the camel, the grocery, the vegetables, everything will go 3-4 times, and people will end in the month broken. It's the month where you cannot even, the poor people will be humiliated. So this is how false this religion, everything, they have a name for it, the same as our names, like fasting. Do you think what? They are fasting? No, they are not fasting. They have nothing to do with fasting. They just flip the day and night, and then they spend the whole night eating, drinking, and having sex. Until the morning. He woke up in the morning, and they put a big, huge dish in front of him, and he eat. And then he go to sleep. And then, honey, it's almost the sunset, wake up, because, okay. And if you go to Islamic countries, Not only that, you know, they are the same as the Jesus. He spoke about the hypocrite who like when they fast, they like to show themselves. So Jesus, he forbid fast. You don't see Christians say, I'm fasting and I'm going to pray. Muslims do that. Jews, they do that. It's a show time. So he said, when you pray, don't be like those hypocrites who go in the corner. That's what the Muslims do. They not only in the corner, you will see a guy, he putting his rag in the top of his taxi, and now he want to pray. Because it's a, you know, they love to show. Hypocrites. And Jesus told us why you should not do that. Those, they receive their wages from showing. They are not really praying to God. When you pray, go to your closet. It's something private. It's not a hypocrisy show. Muhammadan, they follow the hypocrite Muhammad. So Muhammad, he took words from Christianity. As an example, adultery is forbidden in Islam, but in Islam you can have one night stand. You can have 5 minute stand. Even Mimi Hijab, he said that the Muslim Salafi in London, they marry girls for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Go watch the video. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Not me saying that. And they call it marriage. Muhammad, he come with the muta. But remember, the Muslim, they say Islam is a conservative religion, is against adultery, but Islam is the religion of adultery. Islam is against crimes. Protect women, but you go and have sex with the children, and you beat women. And you make it legal in the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34. Chapter 4, verse 24, it says you can rent women for sex. Can you believe it that there is a religion would say, listen carefully, that you can rent a woman? I mean, if you are in Thailand, I will say, okay, maybe. There's weird things there. But those people, they claim falsely that they are having the same God of the Christians and the Jews. How you have the same God of the Christian and the Jews and you legalize fornication? And even the Quran says in chapter of Al-Ahzab that you can be a pimp. Force not your girls to do prostitution if they choose chastity, but if they choose not, it's okay. This is al-islam.org. This is a very Islamic website. I will type in the search, just to make it short for you, the word rent. Rent. Can you believe it? Rent. In some work, they are explaining to you what is muta in Islam is. In some work, special terms is applied to women who participate in the muta. In Arabic, musta'jara. What musta'jara mean? In English, rented women. Is that my words? Is that my words? This is Islam, my friend. Muta considered as a kind of rental, because in general a man basic aim in this kind of marriage. So do you see the false prophet Muhammad? He make renting women prostitution, he call it marriage. He gave a different name. He legalized it, and now it is marriage. So when a Muhammadan, he said to you, I'm getting married, don't be fooled. He's renting a woman. This is not my words. I'm not the one who put the word rented women there. Muta is considered as a kind of rental, because what is the basic aim of this kind of marriage? This kind of marriage, there's many kinds. They have zawaj friend, they have a travel marriage, friend marriage. What a friend marriage? You see a girl, you don't want to do fornication, brother, so you go and you make like written paper that you are, and the sheikh, he will say, okay, now you are married. You go to the hotel, you do boom, 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 and that's it. You don't live together. It's a boom, boom. Travel marriage, you go to different country. Oh, I want to do fornication. I will ask them in the hotel if they can provide me a girl to marry me for temporarily, for like the time I'm here. Marry me. Marry me. You sleep with her, you have sex with her every night. When you leave, you're done. You're in the hotel. Haram. Haram to do fornication. Haram, brother. This is Islam. So the purpose of this basic kind of marriage, their words, is a sexual enjoyment. You see what the purpose of this marriage? Sexual enjoyment of women. This is not my words. This is why many pimps, pervert, they would love this religion. Because in this religion, they just give names and titles to things they cannot do in others. Pedophile, there's nothing called pedophile in Islam, because everyone, he can be a pedophile legally. You can marry a child, she is 4 years old. They just change the names of things. Okay, look like maybe we have a Muslim. Let us see. Let us call him. I hope he will answer. Who wanna rent? Rental opportunity. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah.
Are you a Muslim?
I am.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Submission of one God.
Where it says that you submit to God in Islam.
What do you mean? Where does that say?
Where is the word
Everyone knows
submission
that.
coming from? You said the word submit.
The Muslim, first of all, Muslim.
Yeah.
You know the 5 pillars, right?
No. I'm asking you, where is the word submission coming from? Is that part of your religion?
The 5 pillars. The submission is in one of them.
Where?
The Shahada. The Shahada.
The Shahada is not submission. Shahada, you witness.
Is the belief. It's
Yeah.
the belief with
Yeah.
heart of one God.
Okay.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. This is submission of one God,
Okay.
and the Prophet is the Rasulullah.
Okay, that's
Is
wonderful.
that right or not?
All right,
Okay.
but I'm asking you about the word submission. Submission have nothing to do with witnessing. Witnessing is something, and submission is something else. So you mentioned to me submission, but it's not there.
Submitting.
Huh?
It could be any word. Submitting or admitting, I guess, or believing.
As I know that the Muslim, they translate the word aslim as submission, but that word means surrender. What do you think?
Correct, surrendering to one God. In another word,
Surrender,
believing in
exactly.
one
So
God.
it's not submission. Surrender is the word you use when you lose war, right?
Bro, that's
Huh?
another entire thing. Surrendering to an enemy and surrendering to one God are two
No, you are not
different
surrendering
things.
to one God. You are surrendering to Muhammad.
How am I not? Oh my God.
Okay, let us read,
أشهد أن لا
my friend.
إله إلا الله.
Exactly. Okay,
Surrendering to one God.
Okay, I want you to read with me, if you don't mind, please. Okay.
I hope you got a right website.
Take it easy. All right, I will open in front of you your Quran. Do you have your Quran with you?
I do not.
All right.
But
So
I
when
can
somebody
open
says Shahada, is he a believer or he is a disbeliever?
believer.
Okay. Do you call somebody he says Shahada but he don't believe a believer?
Say again.
If I say Shahada but I don't believe in Islam, am I a believer?
If you say Shahada, no, you're not a believer.
Okay.
Because he has to come with heart as well.
All right.
It's
So
mentioned in the 5
can
pillars.
you call me Muslim if I say Shahada but I don't believe?
No.
Okay,
Because
exactly.
you're just like
Thank you very
saying
much.
it with no belief.
Everybody is my
That's
witness.
true. I
No,
agree. I
no.
agree.
Okay. So if somebody he says Shahada, he don't believe.
If someone says it with no belief, what's the point?
What
Shahada is
so
with
can we
belief.
call him Muslim or not?
No. Because
Okay.
he's just saying it by
So
words
then
with
read
no
the
heart
Quran
and
with
no
me.
belief.
Read the Quran with me. The Quran says the opposite. The Quran says that they, you know, the Bedouin, they say we believe. The Quran said to them, don't say we believe, say we have surrender, and faith has not yet entered your heart. But listen what you said. You said to me, and I asked you the question 3 times. If I say Shahada and I don't believe, can I call myself a Muslim? You said no. But the Quran says no. You say Shahada, you are a Muslim. You are not a believer. It's in the front of you. Chapter
The word,
49.
listen, when you translate Arabic to English, you don't get the correct word.
I'm not translating, my friend. This is your
Surrender. No,
translation.
listen.
Secondly,
I don't care about
I am an
English.
Arab. I do not need your translation, and you
Okay,
speak
what does
Arabic
surrender
supposedly.
mean? What does surrender mean in Arabic?
Read. No, don't change the topic.
What does surrender mean in
You are
Arabic?
trying to change the topic now. I ask you.
No, I'm not
I
changing.
ask. No,
I'm not
I ask you.
changing.
No, focus with me.
I am not
I
changing.
ask you, if I say Shahada and I don't believe, can I be called a Muslim? You said no, and you repeated that more than once. It's recorded.
If you say the Shahada with no belief, there is no point.
There's
Anyone
no point.
can say something.
And you said, I will not be called Muslim, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Because
but the verse in the front of
no
you,
belief.
but the verse in the front of you said the opposite. Allah saying to them, you say you believe. Allah answered them, says, no, you don't believe, you become a Muslim. Faith never enter your heart. Read the verse.
Show me the Arabic one. Let me read the Arabic. Because
Okay,
the word surrender means استسلم.
No problem. أسلمنا. قالت الأعراب آمنا.
Aslama means he's converted.
No, my friend. أسلمنا mean أسلم
Aslam.
تسلم أسلم تسلم أسلم تسلم. I can show you the hadith. Your prophet says.
Okay. Listen, I agree. It could mean surrender, but to Islam.
Okay, no problem.
Surrender.
But but let us prove now they surrender but in war. Why? Because how they surrender to Islam but they don't believe in Islam? Because simply they fear for their life.
What do you mean we don't believe?
As you see, they don't believe. The verse says, you said you speak Arabic, right? The verse in front of you.
قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا.
How they did not believe, and Allah saying to them, don't call yourself a believer. Don't call yourself a believer. Call yourself a surrender, a Muslim. So Muslim means surrender, not a believer.
Show me the English one now. I think this one is telling them to take a step by step.
What step by step? What step by step? They are already Muslims. My friend, they are already Muslims, and Allah saying to them, don't say we are believers, say we are Muslims. So what step by step?
Can you go to the verse behind it?
I will go to any verse behind it. You know, here we go. Okay.
Hang on, this is about respect to the Iman. قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا وَلَكِنْ قُولُوا أَسْلَمْنَا. Aslamna is more powerful. You surrender to the will
it
of
says,
God.
My friend, do you know how to read? It says even faith did not even enter their heart. Don't stop. It says,
I'm not interested in the English one. English one, you don't get the maximum definition.
My friend, I don't care about the English. You have the Arabic. Stop playing the game. It's you who asked me. Listen. A second ago, I put it for you in Arabic. You said to me, move to the English. It's you who said that. And now I put it in the English.
That's why.
And I put it in the English. You said to me, I am not interested in the English. Okay, let's go back to the Arabic. It says here, Al-Iman lam yadkhulu al-Iman fi qulubikum. Iman never enter your heart. Am I lying or this is what it says?
It's what it says. But
okay.
It means don't say amantu, but
no, it doesn't say lam tu'minu only. It says faith never enter your heart. Never.
Arabic. قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن أسلمت. I forgot the word.
Don't say that. You don't know Arabic. Listen.
No, I can't read it.
ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولم يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. And
okay,
but say we are Muslims, we surrender, and Iman never enter our heart. Faith never ever enter our heart.
Means when faith enters your heart, say amen.
No. Read, actually, my friend. This is why the you can read any you can read the tafsir. We can read tafsir.
I don't believe that you bring up a correct tafsir. You just opened Islam.org. I know that Islam.org is from Shia website.
My friend, so you Muslim, when we ask you how many Shia there's in the world, you say to us 1.6.
First of all, on the internet,
So when you want to count the
we can all
Shia,
agree.
when you want, you don't count them. So are they Muslim or not?
I don't believe in the Shia. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
is the Sunni? Did the
I
Sunni?
believe in the
Okay, you're changing
Sharia.
topic now, but I will go with you. The Sunni, they practice mut'ah too. Is the Quran the book of the Shia or the Sunni?
From the Sharia, the book of what?
Chapter 4, verse 24, it says, "Mastamta'tum bihinna." So the one you enjoy then. So you have to pay them wages for enjoying their vagina, and this is Quran. And
Chapter
you can
4,
read,
can you say that again?
"Mastamta'tum bihi." The one you enjoy it, her vagina. You enjoy their vagina, you pay them wages. But before we go there, you are trying to change topic. So you
I
did
didn't change topic.
you did
I'm
fool
sorry.
yourself.
I said Shia
You did
and
fool
Sunni are two
yourself.
different things.
Shia are more Muslim than you. At least they are
Shia,
not.
how is Shia more Muslim than
Exactly.
us?
I will tell you why.
How?
Okay.
How?
The
Tell me.
Quran say you do mut'ah. You Muslim Sunni, you say don't do mut'ah. How you follow hadith but you don't follow Quran?
You just open the Shia website and you disagree.
No. I'm asking you. Is the Quran is a Shia website? Chapter 4, verse
Quran,
24.
no.
Okay. So Quran chapter 4, verse 24 says you do mut'ah. How you Muslim Sunni don't follow the Quran? The Shia, they follow the Quran. So they are more Muslim than you.
24, 1 second. Bring me. I got the whole complete another verse. Like another whole meaning. Never mind.
And
So I
you
have
can
another
read,
question.
and you can read it. فَمَسْتَمْتَعْتُمْ بِهِ, the vagina, for you enjoy bihi, you enjoy it. This is why in Sharia law, if you don't have intercourse, if you marry a woman but you did not have intercourse yet, you take your money back. The money you paid her, you take it back because you did not enjoy it, which is the vagina. So you take your money back. But if you enjoy it, you can't take the money back.
This word vagina is from your mouth.
My friend, the word vagina is in front of you. فَمَسْتَمْتَعْتُمْ بِهِ. Bihi. You speak Arabic. What bihi go for? Who? Bihi is a male or female?
1 sec. I'm just reading right now. Yeah, show me the translation.
And we can go right now and see the interpretation, and you will see this about mut'ah from the Sunni. You want me to show you the Sunni? Not the Shia.
I certainly hope so.
Okay. So you want me to go to the tafsir?
Yeah, show me the translation before in English.
I'm showing you the translation in English.
It's not shown for me.
Why you don't open from your side?
No, it is. Sorry. It's probably delayed.
Okay. We can open Ibn Kathir, we can open Al-Qurtubi, we can open Al-Tabari. All of them, those are Muslim Sunni. Zero Shia. And your prophet, he practiced mut'ah. And the Sahaba practiced mut'ah. And even after death, after death of Muhammad, they practiced mut'ah. So how the Shia are not Muslim and you are the Muslim? You are not a Muslim.
How am I not a Muslim?
You are not. Because if you are a Muslim, what Muslim mean? The Muslim is the one who follow the steps of Muhammad, correct?
Not necessarily.
No, that's why it's called Sunnah. Sunnah
is not a force, it's a blade.
No, Sunnah.
For an example,
Ma sannahu Rasul. Sunnah is what the Prophet he allow or disallow. You forbid what is allow, and you allow what is allowed.
And Allah forbade.
No,
and allowed.
Sunnah is what Muhammad forbid, not Allah
who
forbid.
Wrote the Quran?
My friend, my friend. Okay, hold on. As an example, now, the Quran says you do mut'ah. The Hadith says don't do mut'ah. Which one you follow?
Listen, I'm not going to give you a right answer because I don't know anything about it.
Why not? You know, you can search right now. My friend, you can search right now. We have time. My friend, listen. We have time. You can search right now as you are talking to me, Mr. Hazim. You can talk to me now and still search, use your fingers. Search, use your fingers. Is the mut'ah is forbidden? Yes. The hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim says it's forbidden. The Prophet, he allowed. And then let me show you. You said to me I'm showing Shia, right? Okay, here we go. I will show you something from the Sunnah. And you tell me.
Wait, so do you agree that you just opened the Shia website? Do you agree on that?
So what? It's a Muslim website, and they are explaining the muta.
Did you just say a Shia is a Muslim website?
I said a Muslim website because you're Muslim. When you count all of
We
Muslims.
Muslims follow the Sharia.
So
Listen,
Shia are not
in
Muslims.
Islam,
So let me make it
in
clear
Islam,
now. So okay, I'm asking you: is Shia Muslim or not?
is Shia a Muslim or not?
Yeah.
There is corruption among, like, for an example, weak narrations and corrupted
This is not the
narrations.
question. Is Shia Muslims or not?
It depends.
Would depend.
It
Even the
it
answer is
depends
Shia Muslim or
if-
not. So why
I
you
just
are
told
upset?
you- I
Why
just
you are
told
upset
you,
when I say a Muslim website? If you yourself cannot give me the answer.
Because they're wrong narrations.
Look, my friend, listen. Here we
They're
go.
weak narrations.
This is your prophet. I want you to read what he said.
Okay, what is the difference between Sunni and
My
Shia?
friend,
in your
don't
perspective?
waste my time. Read what your prophet said. Go ahead. This is not Shia now. This is Sunni. And this is the da'if hadith.
In case of temporary marriage, the muta is cancelled. Because the muta is about pleasure in marriage.
I'm asking you to read. Can you read it for us?
I just read it.
Okay. Is that Sunni or Shia? Or are those Sunni or Shia?
You tell me. Where did you get it from?
This da'if hadith is a Sunni or Shia? This is a Sunni website.
Al-Bukhari, that's Sunni.
Huh?
From the Sharia.
Huh?
Al-Bukhari.
What about
From the
Al-Bukhari?
Sharia.
Okay, so Al-Bukhari.
It's a strong narration.
Okay, so you don't accept this one because this is not Al-Bukhari.
This is no. I said it is Bukhari. It is said.
It says that Al-Bukhari. Okay. So you cannot play the game. It says Al-Bukhari.
Say again.
The Muslim, they play the game of da'if and strong. So he will go, this is Al-Bukhari. Did your prophet allow you to sleep with the women 3 days, 3 nights? If you like to extend, you extend. Yes or no?
They're talking about temporary marriage.
This is Sunni. Is that Shia or Sunni? This is Al-Bukhari. Is the Bukhari Shia or Sunni?
Sunni.
Okay. So you said to me, I'm showing what the Shia they say, but this is your prophet explaining the muta. You can rent a woman for a day, 2 days, 3 days.
Wait. Where did you get the word rent?
It's in front of you.
This is temporary marriage. Temporary marriage.
Okay, what is? Give me the definition of temporary marriage. Go ahead.
You are married, but let's say it's temporary in a way like.
What is the word? What is the word used in Arabic?
The word what?
What is the word used in Arabic when we say the word temporary marriage in English? What is the word used in Arabic? Muta, right?
No, muta means pleasure in marriage, I believe.
Okay. This is a muta. Istamta'tum bihi. This is where the muta coming from the Quran.
Pleasure in marriage, like actual marriage.
What marriage? You are pleasure in sex. You are sleeping with the man for 3 days. Is that marriage?
Who I married.
What married? You marry for 3 days? And if you like to increase, you increase. If you like to decrease, decrease.
Okay. If it worked out between the 3 days that you guys are in love, for example. Go on, continue.
So you will meet a woman and you are in love with her.
Have a family.
So you marry her for 3 days. And you pay her money.
Listen, if a man and woman agree.
Agree to what?
To marry temporarily.
What to do what? Like what they will do exactly and what she will get. She have to get paid, correct?
When she's your wife, sure. I provide.
Sure. Okay. So you hire a woman to sleep with her for
no, look at
yes, because you are paying her. Why you are paying her?
No.
Listen, you said to me. You said to me you are in love with her. You said to me, I heard you. You are in love with her. If she is in love with you, why she is going to get paid to sleep with you?
Man and woman agreed. Okay. She didn't disagree, and I'm telling her, let me hire you. I'll pay for you if you marry me. No. We both agreed that we marry.
Agreed. Okay. And why I need to pay
Okay.
her? Why I need to
Because
pay her?
she's my wife. Even though it's temporary, she's still my wife. I provide for her. I could feed her with my money. I could provide. I could
No, you
support. I could
have to
protect.
mention how much you paid her before you sleep with her. You have to make an agreement for the period of the time, how long, and the
Sure. I
agreement.
mean, why not? Sure.
Why
I'll
not?
tell
Okay,
her that.
guys. Okay, so he
Okay.
agreed. Thank you, Mr. Hazim. Right? Your name is Hazim, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
we have to agree. Remember, you just say that you have to agree about how long and how much. Correct? Okay, that is prostitution. You ask a prostitute, how much you pay me for etc. time. She say $10. Okay, let's go. How this is marriage?
لا حول ولا قوة إلا
لا حول ولا قوة. How this is
لا
marriage?
حول ولا
You just
قوة إلا
said
بالله.
we agree about the time before even we start. I
We
said to
agreed
you,
about a
how much you
temporary
wanna charge
marriage.
me? How much
Temporary.
you wanna charge me for 3 hours? She say $20. How in the world this is a prostitution? So what you
No,
want? What
no,
what
no, no,
what
no,
what?
no one said 3 hours, $10 like that. It doesn't work like that.
It worked as
We
like
don't talk
is
about like an
Muhammad
exact
hijab
amount.
is Muhammad hijab is a Muslim or a Shia? Muslim Sunni or Shia?
Muhammad hijab.
You don't know Muhammad hijab?
He's a Sunni, I believe.
He's a
I've heard
Sunni,
of him.
exactly. He said that Muslim Sunni in London, they marry women for 5 minutes. I can play the video for you. 5 minutes. 5, not 5 hours, 5 minutes. I can find the video right now.
Wait, say again. What did you say?
5 minutes.
About?
He said Muslim Sunni. He was talking to Salafi.
Yeah.
He said to them that you Muslim Salafi, you marry women for 5 minutes.
I've never heard anyone saying that.
So is it against Islam or the Sunni Salafi they are practicing?
I mean,
practice?
it's not about it's against Islam. It doesn't make sense. Marry someone for 5 minutes. What does that mean?
You tell me. Why not? If you what the difference
I
between
don't know.
what the difference between marrying her for 3 hours or 3 days or 3 minutes?
It's about time, I guess. 3 days is more logic.
Ah, more logic, but she is getting paid anyway. So the time is the only difference is the time. It is temporarily.
1 sec.
Uh-huh.
Five minutes doesn't make sense. You and I both agree.
Well,
on
this
that.
is what
5
Muhammad
minutes.
Hijab he said, my friend. Anyway, this is your Muslim, this is your Sunni, and you Muslims, there is no limit. There is anywhere in the Quran it
Can you
says.
show me? Can you show me what he said? 5 minutes.
Let me see if I can find the video. Hold, give me a second.
Go on.
Here we go. I will give you the video. You play it in your side. Okay, hold on. This is not the one.
Can you just send the link in the live chat?
No,
or
let me.
something?
I will send you the link. You're sure. This is the title. Search it. Search it. Muhammad Hijab, the marry and divorce. That's how they write the word marry. The marry and divorce lies about Hakim Abu Khadija. Watch the video. The video is very short. He
Muhammad
said,
Hijab. Okay.
you marry women for 5 minutes. This is not me saying that. 5 minutes. Watch it from your side.
I will.
And he's speaking not to the Shia, he's speaking to the Salafi. And you know that the Salafi is the most conservative Muslims. Supposedly they are the best of you. So the best of you marry women for 5 minutes. 10 minutes. This is not my words. He said 2 minutes. I forgot the video. I did not watch it for long.
I'll watch it later. It's fine. I'll watch it later.
No, you watch it now. I will call you after 2 minutes. Just the video is very short. Let me call you back. I'm just not playing it, so because they flag my videos always. Cowards. And this is the video title. And I advise everybody to download it actually before they take it down. This is your Mimi exposing the Muslim, exposing the reality about the Muhammadan cult. This is what they do. They marry women for a few minutes. Now, for me, he said 3 minutes, right? Okay. For me, 3 minutes doesn't make sense. I mean, by the time she take off her panty, 3 minutes is gone. But this is telling you the reality about how short what so-called marriage is. She got paid for sex, and those are Muslim Sunni. Those are not Shia. If I say that, they will say he's lying. This is your Mimi, the one who ran away from me like a potato. 3 minutes. Not even 5, I was wrong. Give you the link. You guys are lazy, aren't you? You don't want to search the title. Here we go. So our friend here Khasim, he agree that he said, yes, we agree about the time. We agree how long we will stay married between two brackets and how much I will pay her. And this is not prostitution. Can you believe it? So what Muhammad, the fraud of Muhammad is, he give names, he changed the names of prostitution. He changed the names of fornication to make it legal and lawful. And now he is saying the Shia, they do that. You Muslims need to do it more. And you have endless numbers of names of what so-called marriage, but all of them, they are just for sex. And this is you Muslim Sunni in England fighting, exposing each other. I challenge you, my friend Khasim, to call me and tell me he was lying. Let me call him back. I think he disconnected himself. I shouldn't let him go. He's gone. Supposedly Shia do that. Shia. You're right. Did you have a good time, guys? As you see, Islam is so stupid and the Muslim cannot defend their cult. The second, this guy can do good if he calls somebody else, not with me. Here, there is no space for the devil tail. I'm not saying he is the devil. I'm saying he's a poor guy. He think he have God. He think he have religion. He think he have a prophet. He think. But the reality is, you have a pervert. He changed names of evil things to do. He married child and he called it marriage. But this is pedophile. He make you hire women to sleep with you and he called it temporary marriage. Temporary marriage? What's the difference between fornication and temporary? What's the difference between one night stand? At least boyfriend and girlfriend, they don't get paid. If a woman, she wanna pay you she have to be paid to sleep with you. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
All right. So did you see the video?
I saw the video, and wallahi, everything you just said did not come in the video.
Everything I just said is not in the video?
An example that people are saying they're marrying.
What? People are saying?
He probably said that people are lying about marrying 5 minutes.
Who is saying that? Mimi Hijab, he said that you marry for 3 minutes. Hold on. Did Hijab, he said... Did
No,
hijab he say he married, you marry for 3 minutes? Did he say that?
he said that people are lying about, like, they're mocking
He
about
said
marrying
he
for
said they are
2 minutes,
lying.
3
He said they
minutes.
are lying.
No, listen, the video was
Why you
cut.
are changing the words? Why you are
Maggie,
adding
can you
words?
hear me
No,
properly?
no, no. I'm asking you what Muhammad hijab he said. Did he say you Muslim Sunni
No, I'm not
Salafi
changing
you
the
marry
words.
3, 5, 10
Matter of
minutes?
fact, the video was clipped.
No problem. So they are trying to refute him. Those are videos not made by him. They are refuting him. His video, I don't know where it is, but this is part of his video speaking about them, and he is
No,
saying,
I can't say anything about that. Anyone can set up anyone,
no, I'm
just
asking
like
you,
Angie Tate, for
did
example.
Mimi Hijab in the video say you
They
marry women for 3 minutes? Did I lie?
actually, I don't have enough evidence for that. Neither do you.
I don't
That
care if you
video
have
was
evidence.
5
I gave you
seconds
the
of his.
video. Is this fake video?
He was probably talking about people are saying they're marrying for 5
Did he
minutes,
say
and
people
which
are
is wrong.
saying? Did he
But
say
they cut
people
it
are
off.
saying, or he said
That's the
you
problem.
marry?
That's the
Did he
problem.
say people are saying, or he said you marry?
That's what I'm saying. That
No, 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 no. When you go and make a video and you say
but it's cut off.
you
I don't have
are,
proof for that.
no, he said,
Either way, generally
my friend,
speaking,
just
I
don't
don't
waste
know.
my time. I don't talk to liars. You can call me other day. I mean, the video in front of you, and you have no shame to say people are saying, when he is the one who's saying, you marry. Don't you have a shame? The video in front of us, we post the link for everybody, and you are saying that he said that people are saying. This video made to refute him. He is not saying people are saying, he is saying you do marry. How many of you click at the video and watch it, people? Did he say people are saying, or he said you marry? So now the Muhammadan, they move from duct tape Muhammad to duct tape Muhammad hijab, because like Muhammad hijab became their prophet. I mean, he said you do marry women for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I did not watch the video for a long time. I don't know what the number he said there. I forgot it, but the number is so small. He said 2. I'm not going to play it because I know the coward. He will, he will flag my video. You cannot believe it how much liars they are. I mean, we are giving them the video. We show them the link, and both, by the way, this video is posted by Muslims. They are refuting Muhammad hijab, yes, but both are Muslims. Both are Muslim Sunni. So either you say Muhammad hijab is a liar, or you say he's saying the truth. He did not say people are saying. Duct tape. So in the video, what he said, guys, he said 2 minutes. He said 2 or 3 or 5. Hey, here we go. So 2 or 3 or 5. I mean, even rabbit need more time than 2 minutes to finish it. And you lied, and you say maybe. I think he is saying, people saying, why you lie? You cannot debate a liar, by the way. You cannot. I'm telling you, it is impossible to debate a liar, because wherever you say, wherever you show, even if it's true in front of him by evidence, he will say, I did not see it. Where? Huh? Where? So as you see, the Shia and the Sunni, the Shia are more honest. The Shia, they keep giving it the same name, Muta. The Sunni, they just change the name. They do the same thing. They pay, and he agreed. He said, yes, we okay. So what problem? I said to him, so is it true that you ask a woman to marry you for a certain amount of time or period of time, and you agree, she have to agree before you do it about how long time, how much time, and how much money? He said, yes. So what the problem? This is what prostitution is about. There's no woman have dignity. She will say, I will marry you for 2 weeks. That means she's a whore. That means the purpose of all of it is for sex. That's why it's called muta. Muta means sex, enjoying sexual pleasure. Anyway, maybe next time, my friend Hazim, you can call me, and I wish you a good luck. But thank you for participating. You are more brave than Mimi Hijabi. Don't dare to call me. He's a coward. I have to give him a point. He's a brave man. He called me. Even though he tried to duct tape what we are showing him in front of him, saying people are saying. No, he did not say that. He says you are doing. He's accusing them. He's not saying I heard. It's the same when the Qur'an says the sun set in murky water. What the Muslims they do? They add Allah, he said, as if it is set. They are adding sentence to the Qur'an, and they say we never corrupt the Qur'an. But the Qur'an says he found it sitting in murky water. He didn't say he found it as if it is. Can't Allah? Don't Allah the word know the word as if it is in Arabic? He can use it, but he did not, simply because that's what he said. So duct tape is Islam, and Islam is duct tape. And we keep the question going about how Allah, he created 2 goats, 2 sheep, yet there are 8 pairs. And not to forget the part where Allah, he gave order to and the command to Noah to wipe the ass of the elephant, and the pig is created from his tail. All those stories are true stories. And Muhammad must be a true prophet. Islam is a religion of holiness, and the holy prophet, he commands us to do mut'ah because it's a holy mut'ah. What is more holy than asking a woman to sleep with you and you pay her? Let us be honest. What is more holy than a man is 54 years old, he go after a child, she is 6 years old? What is more holy than Muhammad? He wished to marry a child, she is an infant, Habiba, when she was in the diaper. In the diaper. What is more holy than God? He offer you 80,000 little boy, they are white like pearls, to be slaves forever, slavery in heaven, and just in heaven, and 6 slave women. And the Muslim even confused about the gender of those women. That will be good for the Democrat Party in USA and those liberals. So my friends, the transcript, you mean there is no, the CC, when you click on it, it doesn't work. I don't know with me. Anyway, I mean, you guys, you can see it. Here we go. This is the title. I advise every one of you to download the part before they take it down. Download it. And make title, Muhammad Hijab, he says Muslim Sunni. Sunni, not Shia. Those are Salafi Sunni, the most conservative Muslim Sunni. They do sleep with Muslim women for 2, 3, 5 minutes. What do you want more? Very advanced sexual cult. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and until we see you soon again. We will go back when we have 20,000 and more. So share the link of the video if you like us to come back as soon as you like. Share the video, make a comment, give a like, and subscribe if you care. And always, for those who ask where we can find you, I might change the channel anytime. The easiest way, always, my friend, we have the address in front of you, patreon.com/ChristianPrince. You do not need to make a donation. As you see, we go live and we go offline. We don't even mention it. But this is how you can find me. Just go there, click at the last video I posted, and you will be able to find where I'm going to go live. Very simple, very easy. Patreon/Christian Prince. Because channels might change. Today I'm here, tomorrow maybe not, different channel. Still subscribe, but in case we change the channel, you know how to find me so easy. I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you all. We pray to our friend Khasim, who left Islam to find the truth, and he come to Jesus. We pray that our friend Hazim, the poor Hazim who called me today, he will find the truth, and the truth will set him free. We pray for all Muslims to be saved from the devil and his deception. And as Allah, He says, He is the best of deceivers. So why in the world I want to follow the one who is the best of the deceivers? And I forsake the true Lord, the Holy, the King of Kings. His name is holy. His act is holy. His life is holy. And now He is the Holy God in heaven. That is the Messiah. How in the world we forsake such a person, such a name, and we follow such a pervert? Are you out of your mind? You must be. Take care.
No turning back. No turning back. The cross before me, the world behind me. The cross before me, the world behind me. The cross before me, the world behind me. No turning back, no turning back.